Hey guys, and welcome back to Clannad. So let's just jump right back in. And with that, I embarrassingly stroke her hair. Here's your bag. Can you hold it? As I hand over her heavy bag, she holds it to her chest as if to protect her left hand. I was going to ask, should I escort you home? But I ended up swallowing that down.
ともやくん、また明日。
Tomoya-kun, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Kotomi. Alright, the second. Fourth period lessons. I planned on just showing up first, then slipping out. But the guard this time is strict. It's not possible to leave the classroom, and it suddenly became 15 minutes before lunch break. However, God has not forsaken me just yet.
副読本を忘れてしまったようだ。取ってくるから各自自習しているように。
It looks like I've forgotten the supplementary materials. I'll go get it, so do some self-studying for a while. He leaves those words as he leaves the classroom into the hallway. All right. I stand up without any delay.
岡崎、お前もうやばいんじゃなかったっけ？
Okazaki, weren't you in a bad situation too? That's not the case here.
は？
I looked at Tsunohara, who's in doubt with me, with the corner of my eyes, and left the room. Well then, I must hurry. I raised my speed as I turned into a corner down the hallway. Kotomi should be waiting in the library. I have to take her out to buy some bread since it will be sold out once it's time to eat.
ともやくん、こんにちは。
And more cars, really loud cars going by. Tomoya-kun, hello. Oh, hello, Kotomi. I'm in a hurry, so I'll talk to you later.
そんなに急いでどこ行くの？
Why are you going in such a hurry? In the library. Kotomi is waiting, so I'll see you later.
そうなんだ。それじゃあまた今度。
I see. See you another time then.
ってなんでやねん。
Hey, the hell are you talking about? That's 85 points. It would have been better if you didn't pause 1 second before the Sukomi.
やっぱりとっても難しいの。
I guess this really is difficult. Setting that aside, weren't you supposed to be in the library?
うん。ともやくん遅いから迎えに来たの。
Yep. Tomoya-kun is a bit late, so I came to pick you up. I see. I think it's a good thing to be active. However, in her case, I think she'll go inside my classroom if it's normal and tell me, Tomoya-kun, I came to pick you up, even during my lessons and without hesitation.
ん？
Let's go then.
うん。
Yep. We walk together to buy something.
パン屋さんのおばさん。
Hello.
こんにちは。
Hello there, bakery shop granny.
はい、ことみちゃん、こんにちは。元気かい？
Hello there, Kotomi-chan. Have you been well?
うん。とっても元気なの。
Yep, I'm pretty good.
今日もちょっと早すぎるみたいだね。サボりかい？
It seems you're a bit early today, too. Are you skipping class?
そうなの。サボりなの。
Yep, I'm skipping class.
正直だね。そういう子はおばちゃん大好きさね。
You sure are honest. Granny really likes those kinds of kids.
おまけしてやるよ。ほら。
I'll give you an extra bonus. Here. She passed over an on-pawn to Kotomi. In haste, she took it.
とってもありがとう。
Thank you very much. Bakery auntie, good afternoon. I'm also honestly saying that I'm skipping classes.
サボりはよくないね。ちゃんと勉強しなきゃ。おばちゃん怒るよ。
Skipping classes is not good. If you don't study well, Granny will get angry at you. She's favoring smart kids.
ほら、兄ちゃんにもおまけつけてやるから。午後はちゃんとやりなよ。
Here, I'll give the big boy an extra bonus too. So you should study well this afternoon. She said that in a teasing manner as she passed over a curry bread to me. Thank you very much. By the way, Wonder if I'm thanking her politely enough.
言葉は真心が大切なの。
The important thing is to have sincere words. We received a good grade on our test then.
ん？
Well, forget it.
いただきましょう。
Let's all eat. Let's eat. She puts her hands together as she says that. It's been a week since the two of us ate together alone during lunch. It seems we find ourselves back in this nostalgic place. I look at Kotomi as I munch on my bread. She's analyzing the cutlet sandwich that we just bought.
私もね、サンドイッチを作ってみたいの。
I also want to try and make a sandwich. Do that once your hand is healed.
うん。
Yep. She nods as she continues to analyze the bread structure.
いよいよここからが核心部分なの。
I can finally see the core part of it. Stop taking out the cutlet's dressing. You're only going to waste it.
Huh?
I was one step too late. There's no way she'll be able to put back the dressing to its original place. You see now? You won't be able to put it back.
うん。
She only divided the cutlet's meat at the center. She presented me half of the bread along with the other half portion of the peeled cabbage and dressing.
半分こなの。
Let's share it. It somehow looks like they're just parts of it.
組み立ては自分でするの。
You can assemble them on your own. This isn't a plastic model, you know. Though I'm amazed, I reluctantly take it.
半分こ。
Share. She said it one more time and gave a sweet smile. She then proceeded to cut up the onpan the cafe old lady gave her in half. I also divided my curry bread and exchanged it with her onpan. There's a violin placed at the window side of the desk. The cover is open, and the brown-colored violin is bathing in the noon sunlight. It was watching us as though it was a person sitting at the table.
ごちそうさまでした。
Thanks for the food. Thanks for the food. We put our own hands together and bow. I wiped the table and put away the garbage quickly. During that time, Kotomi was putting on her socks and hallway shoes. Well then, shall we go? She makes a little nod in the end. She then slowly lifted the violin that's in the case. Kotomi kept silent the whole time as we walked down the hallway. It gave me a strange feeling as I look at her side, which seems a bit grown up. We pass some students walking very loudly as they chat with each other. They were also students who turned their heads to us. She snuggled next to me, but I didn't care though. We reached our intended destination, the second-year classroom. Kotomi looked nervous as this room looked more cheerful and carefree than any of our classrooms. She gathers up her courage and peeks inside from the door. Someone immediately noticed her and runs towards Kotomi.
バイオリン返しに来たの。
I came to return the violin.
はい、どうでしたか？
Alright, how was it then?
とってもとっても。
It was really, really... She paused, and for some reason, her voice tone changes.
楽しかったの。
Fun. She said that, as if biting her own tongue, as if holding herself back. It was really fun these past few days for her, wasn't it? Practicing with her friends, and playing with all her heart to let some people listen to her violin performance. It looked like the girl from the choir club is figuring out Kotomi's complicated expression. Well...
もしよかったら、もう少し長く借りられるように、私から頼んでみますけど。
If you would like, you can borrow it for a little bit longer. This is rather a request from me, though. Kotomi swings her head.
これは、私のものじゃないから。
This doesn't belong to me. She presents the violin respectfully to her at the same time.
でもね、このバイオリンね、
But you see, this violin...
ちょっぴり古くて、弦もくたびれてて、
昆虫もちょっとだけずれてるかもしれないけど、
It's a little bit old, and the bow is worn out, and the soundpost might be sliding off a little bit.
でもとっても素敵なバイオリンなの。
But it's a really wonderful violin.
弾くのがとっても楽しいバイオリンなの。
This violin is fun to play.
だから捨てないであげてほしいの。
So, I don't want her to throw this away.
お願いします。
So please.
なの。
Whoops. Kotomi bows in front of her.
私もそう言うつもりですから。
That's what I'm planning on telling her too. She returns a peaceful smile. And then, she receives the violin case. Kotomi's face still looks like it's about to cry. I slowly put my hand on her shoulder as I think which is older between the two. Let's go. From there, I look at the girl and say, "Thank you very much for everything."
いえ、
Not at all. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I urged Kotomi, and then she stands in front of the girl looking all serious.
こんにちは。はじめまして。
Hello, nice to meet you.
3年 A 組の一ノ瀬琴美です。
I'm Ichinose Kotomi of Class 3A.
趣味は読書です。
My hobby is reading.
もしよかったらお
I'd be
友達
happy
に
if
なっ
you
て
could
くれると
become my
嬉しい
friend.
です。
She bows one more time. I know it sounds odd to hear her say nice to meet you when you've already met, but, well, that's how she is. I said to the girl who looks a bit confused.
はい。
Yes,
私は西名理恵と言います。
you can call me Nishina Rie.
こちらこそとても嬉しいです。
I'd be really happy to. She then gave her a sweet smile. Aw. It's a good thing you're building many friends.
うん。
Yep. Kotomi made a distant smile.
あれ？
Unable to endure it anymore, her tears rolled down her cheeks. Oh, poor baby. And then, just like the old lady said, I seriously went to take on some lessons this afternoon. I was seriously sitting in my chair as well. It's been a while since I got rung into the staff room after school. And that's because of my 4th period escape. I was threatened that I'll get dropped out if I continue being like this.
せっかくこのところ少しは態度がマシになってきたと思ったら
And to think you started behaving much better now. I was looking outside the window as I got lectured. Showing myself at the drama club room, all the usual members are present.
でもね、私最近とっても上達してきたから。
I seriously cannot read today, apparently. But you see, I became much better recently.
甘い。あんたは甘すぎるわ。
That's naive! You're too naive! Kyo desperately tells Kotomi, who wasn't even listening to her. Fujibayashi and Furukawa gulped down their breath as they watched the outcome.
ツッコミだけの世界ではね、ボケが一人もいないのよ。
In the world where only Tsukomi exists, there won't be a single bokeh!
だから、蝶ネクタイをしたツッコミばかりが地平線の彼方まで見渡す限りひしめいているのよ。
Only clever Tsukomi exists there, and in a number that stretches over the horizon.
そうしてみんな好きあらば、隣を突っ込んでやろうと。
And everyone is eagerly waiting for an opportunity to strike!
そんなところでセリフを噛んだり、天然ボケをかましてごらんなさい。
Try being absent-minded or say something dumb in such a place.
どうなると思う？
What do you think would happen?
ん？
なんでやねん、アホちゃうか。ええ加減にせえ。もうええわ、どないやねん。
The hell? Are you thick? Will you bloody cut that out? Enough already! And how the hell is that?
周り中から寄ってたかってボッコボコに裏手チョップよ。
You'll be beaten into a pulp with urate chops, you know.
そうして弱い個体からバタバタと死んでいくのよ。
And then, because of such a weak body, you'll be beaten to death.
繁殖期のペンギンのコロニーのように。それは過酷な世界なのよ。
And like a penguin's colony during breeding season, that world is harsh.
あんたなんかが紛れ込んだら、 性格が珍妙ってだけで格好の餌食ね。
If you get mixed up with them somehow, you'll look like prey just because your personality is odd. Kotomi gulps as she nods.
ゴミは
Sukomi
とっ
is
てもとっても恐ろしいの。
really, really dreadful. And today also, the peaceful conversation with Kotomi that should have been became Kyo's solo performance without me knowing. The subject is probably Performers Hell Tour.
まだまだこんなのは序の口なんだから。
And this is just the beginning, you know.
ツッコミしかいない地獄の次は、言うギャグみんな滑る地獄よ。
The next thing after Sukomi only hell would be the hell of lame gags causing everyone to fall over.
そこはもう、ペンギンさえ住めない極寒の世界。
And it's an intensely cold place where even penguins can't live. Hey, this has somehow become a traveler's journal about talking animals.
でもね、本当はもっと最強に恐ろしい世界があるのよ。
But you see, there's an even more evil and frightening world than that. She slowly frowns as she says that. What is it?
オチのない世界。
A world where there's no punchlines.
怖ー。
Scary!
どうも、失礼しました。
Thank you and thank you and goodbye. The two Sukomi making the stage not much scarier.
うーん
It seems that this dreadful thing cannot be understood even by the special bulky girl group.
とにかくよ、
Anyway, she points at Kotomi's face.
あんたが夫婦漫才なんて100万回生まれ変わっても無理だわね。
It's impossible for you to be in a comedian couple, even if you are revived a million times.
おい
Oh.
お姉ちゃん、それ言い過ぎだと思う。
One-chan, I think that's too much.
そうです。みんなで力を合わせればきっと。
That's right. If we put our hearts together, then surely.
あんたたちが力を合わせても全然無理っていうか無駄。ゼロはいくつかけてもゼロ。
An impossible thing is impossible. Even if you put your hearts together, zero will always be zero, no matter how many times you multiply it. You sure can really say such a harsh thing, even after listening to their objectives.
散々人を乗せといて、今さら客観的に聞かないでよ。
Placing me on the side of harsh people won't let me listen to your objective next time.
うーん
It's unusual for Kotomi's eyebrows to come close and for her to grumble. But it was surely like her to have this kind of angry look.
こうなったら最後の手段なの。
If it comes to this, I will use my last card.
ものすごいギャグを一発お見舞いするの。
I'm going to send you off with an amazing gag.
またカビが生えたやつじゃないでしょうね。
This isn't another one of those gags that's got mold on it, right?
この前テレビで覚えたばかりのギャグなの。
This is a gag I just remembered from TV.
とっても新鮮なの。
And it's very, very fresh.
牛乳ファイトで女子高生を瞬殺なの。
A killer wink used by a female high school student in a milk fight. Anyway, what kind of TV programs were you watching?
脳書きはいいわ。やってみなさい。
You're boasting, huh? Why don't you show it to us then?
うん。ね。
Yup. Well. She stands up from her seat and steps forward, facing everyone. She stretched her left arm as if trying to make an injection. Then, she points at the back of her left elbow with her right hand's index finger.
ここ曲がる。
It bends here. She bends her elbow. It looks like that was all that is.
ギャグ。
That's a gag. Don't ask me that, not to me. Kotomi looks down, shaking her shoulder furiously as her face turns red. Though it was her own gag, it seems it's too much for her to accept it. It also looks like she can't breathe.
苦しかった。
It was pitiful. It was also painful for both Kyo and I, but in a different meaning.
あの
Well,
えっとここ曲がる？
it bends here?
よかったです。私たちも曲がりました。
Isn't this great? We also bent. Stop confirming things like that.
ここ曲がる。
It bends here. The road to being a performer is endlessly far. And this is all of the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. So bye-bye.